All right, y'all. We are in the building. My name is Johnny, and this is Johnny Live. Y'all, it's crazy. First of all, I want to thank everybody who's tapping in because I tell y'all, we go around the city and it's a lot of people who tell me that they watch my show, my podcast, and I really appreciate y'all for that. Trust me, I really do. The only thing that I would say is that I need more participation on here. I need y'all to tell me on here, opposed to it being something that you do when you see me, because this is and to get the word out there. We are on Instagram, we are on YouTube, we are on Facebook. So we're on 3 different platforms, and we are really getting out. Just continue tapping in, and we're gonna get this thing started here in just a second. Somebody said my intro was long, but this is the thing. Especially when you're doing TV, it is a long time, especially to be able to talk about something, even like a few seconds seem like eternity. So it's really hard for somebody to be able to come to you and talk to you and bring you things and talk and just keep it going, and plus make it interesting, because it's a difficult thing to do. It's a task. That's why everybody's not on TV. That's why everybody doesn't have a podcast, because you can do like a few shows, but then if you can't continue to be entertaining, make people laugh, keep people engaged, then it's not gonna go. It's not gonna go anywhere. So, with that being said, I do have where I can take a look at your comments. So if you want to leave your comments here, leave your comments here on the screen, and then I can see them. I can post like tonight's topic. People are going to be a little offended because we're going to explain what we're talking about. It's a question. All right, it's a question. So we're going to explain what we're talking about. Be doing some stand-up comedy tomorrow at Poetry. I'll be wanting to say poetry downtown. So y'all might be able to come check me out, do some not some poetry, but some comedy. Yes, I said some comedy. So y'all can come check me out, hear me tell some jokes. I gotta put everything together tonight. So if you see me there, it is gonna be last minute put together, but I think that's some of the best stuff when you put it together the last minute. You know what I'm saying? You throw your little things in there. But I did a little short baby doll in the food and thing with home cooked meal earlier this week. So, and that did real well. So definitely doing my comedy thing. Let me get my other microphone together. Definitely doing my comedy thing, and I even watching it, things like that. So that's cool. That's what's up. So y'all, get this right. We are a few days away from the election, and it's getting crazy. It's really getting crazy. I see I scratch my head. It's like, wow, is this really what we become as a country? To especially be like name calling, calling people stupid, calling people out of their name. You know, I often ask like women, black women, like, how does that make you feel when you have the former black president trying to make this black lady seem like she's incompetent, she's stupid, she can't think, all of that has been said. And it's crazy to me because I sit back and I think about it. It's like, look at what all she's accomplished. Like, she's the most powerful black woman in America right now, probably in the world. Because yeah, if the president is the most powerful person in the world, then Kamala Harris is the second most powerful person in the world, and a black woman. So all the things she achieved from when she was in law enforcement and things like that, like she's achieved a lot in her life. But then for someone to come along and say, "Well, that ain't shit. That ain't nothing. She didn't do nothing. She lazy. she liked to laugh, and then a lot of times they talk about how she laughed and things like that. Like, I want to see my president laugh. You know, that's part of life. That's showing you emotions. I don't know how necessarily how I feel about like Donald Trump. Donald Trump, you rarely see him laughing and smile. I don't ever think I've ever seen him like really laughing and things like that. I might see him crack a smile, but not like laughing, and that's disturbing. If you have seen it, you haven't seen it a whole lot. You got to take the job serious sometimes, and then sometimes you got to show. I want to see somebody who has emotion sometimes because things are gonna. We live in that type of world to where emotions and shit like that matter. But we don't get into all that. But the thing about it is they have been calling her some of the most foulest names like you can call somebody. And to me, that's crazy. Like, we should be celebrating. Even if you don't agree with her policies and things like that, you still have to give, because she's a black woman, some level of respect. You can't just go over as far as what somebody said. This person said this person said that. She used to lock brothers up. Well, she was a prosecutor or something like that. I mean, there's a certain level of people that she has to lock up. She can't let everybody free. You're not going to be a very good prosecutor or whatever if you let everybody free, even though they done did the crime. You know what I'm saying? If I hear about the fact that she was doing it intentionally, then that's something different. We need to take a look at that. But I haven't seen anything that came up. I haven't seen any stories. I haven't seen them say she specifically did this to hurt black people. I haven't seen that in the. I can't really go by those things. I have to see something more solid, if that makes sense. So tell me what y'all think about this. Make sure y'all put your comments. Make sure y'all following me. We definitely getting into some more serious topics because it's close to the election. Now, some people might say, like, why you calling her stupid? Why you got a show calling her stupid? Like, don't talk like that. But you have to understand, this is what half of America is trying to, or I shouldn't say, with some right-wing media outlets, that she can't come up with a proper sentence or things she say. You can comprehend what she's saying. That's what they're saying. I'm telling you what they're saying, but a lot of people, y'all don't follow, listen to what you listen to, and that's it. But I'm telling you, on the other side, it's really crazy. But let's take a look, y'all. This is called, I know y'all know Fox News, but this is called The Five on Fox News. And we're going to take a listen to how they kind of talk about Kamala Harris on a regular basis. I want y'all to listen to this. And I know I got to get used to looking at the camera. And that's going to make it better. But y'all have to take a listen to this and just check it out. This is crazy. The way they talk about Kamala Harris.
To the top of the ticket, Harris is quickly falling behind Trump in a slate of major national polls. One shows a dead heat with her previous 5-point lead evaporating. And on top of that grief, here's this beef. Tensions are said to be rising between the Biden and Harris campaigns. Team Kamala has been grumbling that while they aren't really syncing up Biden's messaging and schedule in a way that works for her campaign. So with time running out to turn things around, Kamala is accusing Donald Trump of hiding his health records, which is her area of expertise after acting as Joe's caretaker.
He's not being transparent with the voters. He's not being transparent. So check this out. He refuses to release his medical records. I've done it. He is unwilling to do a 60 Minutes interview. He is unwilling to meet for a second debate. It makes you wonder, why does his staff want him to hide away? Are they afraid that people will see that he is too weak and unstable to lead America?
Yeah, NBC's data guru boils down to a simple premise: who is helping you and who is hurting you.
We asked about President Biden's policies. Are they helping or hurting your family? Just a quarter of voters said they're helping. Nearly half said they're hurting. And then here's the interesting twist. We also asked folks,
Y'all think it's
back
all
to when
good.
Donald
That's
Trump
bad.
was
Look at
president.
that.
Did his policies help or hurt your family? And look at the difference. 44% helping, 31 hurting. Trump's, the retrospective, you would
Y'all
say,
think it's gonna be easy
opinion
for
of
Kamala
Trump's
Harris.
presidency
It's
among
not.
voters,
I'm telling
arguably
you, look at
higher
that,
now
y'all.
than when he was president.
So, Jesse, good to see you.
You too.
Thanks.
I don't mean that.
No, I know you don't.
I don't want to look at you anymore.
I don't
Now,
want
these guys are
anymore.
here to talk too much.
I know.
This is how
But
they
look,
talk
okay,
about it.
Monday.
we keep talking. Surprise. Is the October surprise the polling?
Could be. I thought it was the hurricane, but the polling's a mess. If you're a Democrat, if you're a Republican like myself, I told you so. Didn't say red wave, but I told you so. The polling and the betting markets are a disaster. Barack Obama is scolding black Americans. She's raised $1 billion and is losing. I think they're stealing her money because, you know, they get a cut when they do these ad buys on television. The media strategy, they've changed it. She's doing Brett Baer's show. I think Doug wants to be one lucky guy. He's trying to get booked on Outnumbered. And she shot the whole rationale for her candidacy right in the heart when she said that I wouldn't do anything differently. And now she's looking for ways to separate herself from Joe Biden. But she's such a machine politician, she doesn't know how to do that. She's always just said yes and gotten ahead. She's always agreed with the party boss and got promoted. Now she's the party boss. But she's still loyal to Joe because she knows she didn't earn it. And so she's scared because she's never had to make her own decision. And she's afraid of Biden because no one F's with a Biden.
Never had to make
and
her
any
own decisions.
Democrats criticize Biden, look at Eric Adams. So she's nervous about criticizing him. Trump doesn't need to do anything more. What else does he have to prove? She's trying to bait him, and it looks desperate because she's down and she knows it. He's gotten 7 debates under his belt. I mean, they've raided his house. They've leaked his tax returns. What else do we need to see? Honestly, we've seen too much from Donald Trump. We know exactly what he's going to do and when he's going to do it. He's now wiser. He's not going to then agree to a debate that's just going to have no upside. He smells a trap. It's not worth it. And he already agreed to the Fox debate. He agreed to 2 debates. She said no to the Fox debate, and now she wants another one. Sorry, it's too late.
Yeah, I think you're right about that last clip. It was definitely baiting. It was like no one was taking that seriously. Harold, I think you were one of the first people to say that they needed to concentrate more on policy. And I think you're seeing TDS exhaustion. You can only set fire to people's hair for so long, and then suddenly they're all bald like Joy Reid. You can't keep telling people that Trump is evil. It doesn't mean anything.
Bald?
Yeah, now they're stuck with this non-policy, non-competent politician known as Kamala Harris. How does it feel, Harold? Pretty bad, doesn't it?
It's good to be back.
Yeah.
I hope everybody had a good weekend. I would say a couple of things. To your point about the debate, I think that President Trump is probably analyzing this in a way that says, I got beat the first time, or some people thought I got beat the first time. I'm gaining in the polls. What's the advantage to do? Whether he won or lost, what's the advantage to do another one? I always say country benefits when you're running for president, you're running for privilege to serve the country. But I get that rationale. 2, this race is tight. I would agree that it feels like for the last, I agree with that. About this race after Labor Day, you look at day and
She hasn't spoken yet, Harold.
Yeah, I was just going to say, did I say?
We've had this conversation before, and Dana give credit for it. You look at the Labor Day to Election Day, who wins the day? And I believe that whoever wins the most days from Labor Day to Election Day, media and so forth, they end up winning the election. And President Trump has had a run here over the last several days. I think it was smart for her to accept the invitation to come on Fox, and she's coming on our pal Brett Baer's show, who I know will be tough and fair with her, and will elicit answers around border, will elicit answers around her chief positions on serious issues like border security and even like the economy and things that she would do differently. I think one of the things that Vice President
All right, y'all. Sorry about that. We had um, some technical difficulties, but we are back. And so, as you can see, make sure everything's working correctly. As you can see, there are a lot of people who are talking really bad about the vice president. Okay, let me see. Look at that. And this is something that needs to be talked about, especially really bad. Okay, just want to make sure everything sounded good. The vice president. Okay. So this is something that needs to definitely discuss. This. Mike said, Kamala, 2024, let's go, baby. So that's. And as you see, put the words on the screen, so that's really cool. I need more of you guys to send some comments so that way we can take a look at everything. Send me some comments. You can send emojis. So I want you to take a look at this. Kamala Harris was on Fox News and did a really good job. They're probably going to flip it and turn it around and make it seem like she didn't. But we want to show y'all one of the parts where they did what we considered a gotcha question, and she absolutely rocked it. So let's take a look at this and see exactly how it went down, and you tell me what you think about it. Okay, let's see here. Here we go.
This is an election for president of the United States. It's not supposed to be easy.
I know, but
It's supposed to be. It is not supposed to be a
so
cakewalk.
are they misguided, the 50%? Are they stupid? What is
God,
it?
I would never say that about the American people. And in fact, if you listen to Donald Trump, if you watch any of his rallies, he's the one who tends to demean and belittle and diminish the American people. He's the one who talks about an enemy within, an enemy within, talking about the American people, suggesting he's the American military, American people.
We asked that question to the former president today, Harris Faulkner, at a town hall, and this is how he responded.
I heard about that. They were saying I was like threatening. I'm not threatening anybody. They're the ones doing the threatening. They do phony investigations. I've been investigated more than Alphonse Capone. He's the greatest gangster. No, it's true. We don't think it's
It's really a lot of times when it's like me.
Brett, I'm sorry, and with due respect, that clip was not what he is saying about the enemy within that he has repeated when he's speaking about the American people. That's not what you just showed.
He was asked.
No, that's not what you just showed. In all fairness and respect to
that was the question that we asked him.
You didn't show that, and here's the bottom line. He has repeated it many times. You and I both know that. And you and I both know that he has talked about turning the American military, the American people. He has talked about going after people who are engaged in peaceful protest. He has talked about locking people up because they disagree with him. This is a democracy. And in a democracy,
Sorry about that, y'all. We had some technical difficulties, but we are back. Make sure everything sounds good. Okay. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Okay. Check 1 2 1 2. Yes. So we back. So as I've been saying, they have been saying a lot of stuff about Kamala Harris, talking about how she's not ready. And it's been getting real fast, especially closer to the election. So let's take a look at that video once again, see if I can get it playing again for y'all. And I want y'all to take a look at this interview that Kamala Harris had on Fox News just recently with Hair. And like before, if you have comments, you can leave your comments up here. I will look at them and comment back. See if we can. We got some kinks we got to work out. Okay, y'all, we are back. We're gonna try it one more time. We definitely gonna get this thing together. Got some kinks to work out. So we were taking a look at a video. I'm gonna see if I can play the video again. If not, this is gonna be the last time we're gonna try it.
Is now supporting this person who could be the 47th president of the United States. Why is that happening?
This is an election for president of the United States. It's not supposed to be easy.
I know.
It is not supposed to be a
So
cakewalk
are they misguided, the
for anyone.
50%?
Listen,
Are they stupid? What is
God,
it?
I would never say that about the American people. And in fact, if you listen to Donald
Said
Trump,
it
if you
was
watch any of his
stupid around.
rallies, he's the one who tends to
You gotta watch that.
the American people. He's the one who talks about an enemy within, an enemy within, talking about the American people, suggesting he would turn the American military on the American people.
We asked that question to the former president today. Harris Faulkner had a town hall, and this is how he responded.
I heard about that. They were saying I was like threatening. I'm not threatening anybody. They're the ones doing the threatening. They do phony investigations. I've been investigated more than Alphonse Capone. He was the greatest gangster.
It's
No,
about
it's
me,
true.
me,
We
me.
got to think of it. It's called weaponization of government. It's a terrible thing.
So,
Brett, I'm sorry, and with all due respect, that clip was not what he has been saying about the enemy within that he has repeated when he's speaking about the American people. That's not what you just showed.
well, he was asked about that
No,
specific...
that's not what you just showed. In all
No,
fairness and
I'm telling
respect
you,
to
that was the question that we asked him.
you didn't show that, and here's. And you and I both know that. And you and I both know that he has talked about turning the American military on the American people. He has talked about going after people who are engaged in peaceful protest. He has talked about locking people up because they disagree with him. This is a democracy. And in a democracy, the President of the United States, in the United States of America, should be willing to be able to handle criticism without saying he'd lock people up for doing it. And this is what is at stake. Former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff.
And that don't sound stupid, y'all.
Saying what Mark Milley has said.
Nothing about what she's saying that sounds stupid.
Threat.
Not how she talked, not how
To
she
the
looked.
United States of America.
That was Fox's Brett Baer clearly performing for an audience of...
So where are they getting this from? I don't understand. Is it just that the color of her skin because she's not white? Like, I don't understand that. Now, just recently, Donald Trump had a town hall meeting where some really weird stuff went on. He like listened to music and played his soundtrack, basically played his iTunes for like 45 minutes for the crowd. The crowd that had been waiting for 2 days to hear him speak in the town hall, answer questions. He immediately said he didn't want to answer questions. Now, this is to his own people who came to hear him talk. Like, this is really getting bad. I think the age may be getting to him somewhat, but we're going to take a look at this, y'all. And I want y'all to tell me what y'all think. Hopefully we can get it playing. There we go.
Music, let's make it into it, music. Who the hell wants to hear questions, right? Let me hear that music, please.
Everyone, let's thank President Trump.
Nice and loud.
God bless you.
He's listening to all types of music from his soundtrack.
So play YMCA. Go ahead. Let's go. Nice and loud.
Here we go, everybody.
All right, turn that music up. Turn it up. Great song.
It goes like this, the fourth, the fifth, off away, drag back home and drown my troubles away.
So that's the town hall. Didn't really answer a whole lot of questions. Stopped the town hall where two people fainted and just immediately went into singing and dancing on stage, which is, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but You're not answering any questions. No questions getting answered at any of your rallies. So that's the crazy part about it. I want to show one more thing before we get out of here.
Candidates held events in battleground Pennsylvania Monday, each taking a very different approach.
Vice President Kamala Harris took a page out of the former president's book, while Mr. Trump's town hall went off course.
ABC's Christiane Cordero has the details.
You have to take a look at this. This is disturbing, y'all.
Good morning. Vice President Harris held a rally in Erie, continuing to pitch her economic incentives. Former President Trump, also in Pennsylvania, held what started as a town hall, then turned into 45 minutes of listening to music.
45 minutes.
Outside of Philadelphia and inside of a warm event center Monday, former President Trump got roughly 30 minutes into a town hall when the first medical emergency happened. An attendee was placed on a stretcher. Then moments later, another person needed medical attention. Trump paused his Q&A, instead addressing the heat in the room.
Would anybody else like to faint?
Trump touched on issues related to immigration, the Afghanistan withdrawal, and the importance of winning Pennsylvania before turning to his soundtrack for 45 minutes. Across the state, in Erie, Vice President Harris went with a tactic Trump often uses, playing clips of her opponent on large monitors around the arena, slamming him for calling his opponents the enemy within.
Donald Trump is increasingly unstable and unhinged. And he is out for unchecked power.
Earlier in the day, Harris stopped by a black-owned business as she continues to chip away at both a key demographic and the #1 issue in this election, the economy. On Monday, Harris announced new small business incentives, including a plan to provide 1 million loans to black entrepreneurs. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
So, while she's actually giving out policies, we're giving out numbers, telling you what she's going to do. Like, I don't hear no policies on Trump's side. I don't hear that. And that needs to concern some people, especially people who die hard Trump supporters and the black community. Like, we need to figure out what's going to happen. It can't just be like, I'm going to promise you I'll do this. I'll promise you I'll do that. No, what actually are you going to do? And let me know. Tell me so I know up front. So I know what to expect on this next 4 years. 4 years with one of these presidents, 4 years with one of these people, and they're going to implement their policies on day one. So we have to be absolutely sure who we are going to vote for. If you haven't registered to vote, go register to vote. If you're doing early voting, do early voting. Do whatever you have to do. Get out there and vote your candidate. I'm not telling you who to vote for. I'm not going one way or another, but use your conscience, use your mind. Take a look at these video clips. People say, oh, it's fake, but nobody's showing you fake clips. These are real video clips of what's happening, of what it looked like out there, of what people are saying. So it's not fake news. You can see with your own eyes. If somebody can't tell you something is fake, something you can see with your own eyes. Open your eyes and see and take a look and see, wow, this is what it's come to. This is what we're dealing with. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. I want to thank y'all for going through me with these technical difficulties. We're going to make it better. Trust and believe. We got the video looking better. We got the lighting better. We got the sound better. Now we got a few more things that we got to tweak, but we're going to get those things together as well. So I'm going to get out of here. If you do want to donate, you can definitely donate. And that way you can make things better as well. I'm showing the down below is the Cash App. And you can donate. You can send money through the Cash App. And that will help support and help me get bigger and help me do more things. So hit that Cash App. I don't care if you send $5, $1. You send us something to get this black media off of the ground. We are straight out of Peoria, Illinois. P-Town, stand up. My name is Johnny, and we are in the studio. We'll get out of here. Thank y'all for watching.